the video. But yes, we are back. Hey, Patty Boo.
Hey, we're back in a whole new way.
How was your weekend?
It was very peaceful. I didn't do much, girl. How was yours?
My weekend was good. I didn't do much. To be honest with you, like I have literally been going crazy in this house. I'm at a point where I have to fucking get out of the house. Like I'm literally going crazy, and I'm just.
No, I hear you, sis. I'm ready to do something. Like I want to go to brunch. I want to do something fun. This is not it.
It's not. And I just feel like everybody is at this point. Hey, everybody in the chat. I just feel like everybody's at this point where we are all ready to just leave the fucking house and just get out. But I do want to I do want to take our shots because we did not take our shots. So cheers to everybody. Usually I already have my liquor ready, but I was on a Zoom party with my cousin for her birthday. Happy birthday, Vicky. But cheers to, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what are we celebrating? I mean, you know, life, but also hopefully this corona will be over. Huh?
Yes, more life.
Right, more life.
More
cheers.
life. Oh, that was a much needed shot. Hello.
I got my what's up with a podcast shot. Yes. But anyway, so yes, let's dive into the topic. So I'm getting text messages from everybody like, yo, you got your stimulus? Like everybody's like some people's bank accounts have been stimulated.
Yes.
Some people's bank account have been unstimulated.
Right. And that's the part that's so freaking concerning because, you know, for most of the people that did get it, there are a lot of people who didn't, you know, such as, you know, single mothers. I heard that some of them did get it, but they weren't given all of what they were owed. Right. So, you know, they were required, you know, the requirements were, you know, you get $500 for each child under 17. Some parents only received, you know, maybe one for one child.
Some parents don't receive any. How about that? They just receive like $1,200. Like that shit's crazy. But did you see how everybody was complaining about like I guess if they went through like a tax office and the check went to the tax office so they can take out their fees? Yes, they wasn't even getting their checks. Their checks was actually going to the tax place. How crazy is that?
Yeah, that's different. That's different. With H&R Block, I had direct deposit. So it was easy. It just, you know, there was no taxes deducted or anything from it. But I think that's crazy that tax companies would really take a cut from this money. Like in what way are you owed?
So basically, you know how like some people can't afford to pay for their tax preparation fees. So they say, okay, well, we can we'll take it out of your check, but the check will come directly to them. They take out their fees and they cut you a check. So a lot of people were checking to see if their stimulus check had hit, and the government, you know, site said, yeah, we sent it out, but they really didn't get it. The tax office sent it. And then the tax office was saying like, no, we didn't get your money. So niggas was out there about to turn the fuck up. Okay. And I don't blame
I would have. Yeah, I would have too. Because it's really hard out here for a lot of people. And it's not a lot of room forever. So I get, you know, there were a lot of mistakes happening. It's a huge volume of people that need this money, but there should be no excuse. There should be no excuses. People should be getting their money, period.
Right. So
now,
like, if people are, you know, getting their checks or whatever, a lot of people don't qualify for it. You know, my bank account is unstimulated right now, but you know what?
Yeah, you know.
No. But you know, a lot of people don't qualify because they may owe back taxes. So I'm reading about how many people who are not getting it versus the people who actually are getting it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it kind of sucks that a lot of people don't qualify for the stimulus check. I mean, even if you owed back taxes or you owe child support or whatever, I get it. You know, times are hard and sometimes the income isn't always there, but that doesn't mean that you can't use the income right now. Because what if you can't pay your rent? I think it's kind of I think it's very, very fucked up. Hey, everybody in the chat. So make sure you guys hit the like button and subscribe if you have not subscribed.
Wait, can I spread some positivity real quick?
Go ahead.
Just randomly. So today, on my random Dunkin' Donuts run, I'm getting my coffee, getting ready to pay, and the manager tells me that the lady in front of me paid for me already. Just randomly. And I was just like, wow, like that's so crazy. There are some people who, even through like pandemics or, you know, things that may be going on with them personally, they still find it in their heart to, you know, pay it forward to others. And,
Right.
you know, I'm definitely going to pay it forward in some type of way. I'm thinking of a big way to do it.
So I think it is good to play it forward. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people are having
Yes.
a hard time. So this one dude I seen that he actually paid for this lady's groceries. It was an older lady. You know, sometimes like during senior citizens hour, you can't go in the store
Right.
because it's just solely for them. But you know, when people want to be able to you know, help out and stuff like that, I think that it's a good thing to go during those hours, you know, as well, because they're on a fixed
Yes.
income, you know. So
Yes,
it's okay.
exactly.
It's okay to help out. Now, speaking of helping people out, so did you
Mhm.
guys see that pastor who was telling people to what was he
Donate their checks.
yes. I mean, talk
Pay your
about
tithes.
right. Like this is my thing, right? So if the pastor qualified for a stimulus check, and I'm pretty sure the people at the church qualified too. So why should you be asking the people in your church, the members, to donate their stimulus check to people who's probably already getting a stimulus check because they didn't receive any offerings?
And
Some
the
of these people
sad part
didn't even get
is,
fucking paychecks.
they will totally do it. They will
Yeah.
totally do it, trusting and believing and moving by faith. They will totally do it. And that's why I don't believe in going to church.
So G Baby said back taxes shouldn't stop your check, only child support should. Okay. So hopefully, you know, but a lot of people was basically complaining, not to be that guy, but pay it forward to Black people. word,
I
to,
hear that. I hear that.
word to Dr. Umar Johnson, yo, you're so stupid.
But
But
that's
yeah,
right. I hear that.
paying it forward to anyone is definitely good, because
Yes.
you know, I mean, people needs help. Like, you know, you
Yes.
like if you're in Dunkin' Donuts or you're in somewhere and you pay for somebody's food behind you, that could have been their last fucking everything. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And you
So
don't know. And you don't know. And so
exactly.
that's why I was like, wow, that's crazy. Cause you don't, you know what I mean? You just don't
Right.
know what other people are going through.
So speaking of that, so the unemployment rate, like, yo, did you see the unemployment rate? It's like 22
Yeah.
million. Like that's a lot.
It keeps going up.
Right. So 5 more million just filed. It's crazy that the unemployment rate continues to go up. It's like my
Yeah.
thing is, if they're bailing out these big businesses, these big corporations, who the fuck is
Mhm.
getting the money?
Right.
Like because if you're bailing out companies, aren't you bailing them out because you can't afford to pay your employees because your business is not functioning? So
Right.
you're getting this money plus, and you're laying off people. Like I think that's pretty fucked up.
Yeah, that was always my confusion because I don't understand why bigger companies are getting grants and small business owners are getting loans.
Right.
It should be the complete opposite. And so I just don't understand how they could be laying off so many people
Mhm.
because I mean I get it. I get it. Of course, you know, if your business isn't bringing in revenue, then of course you have to let people go because you can't afford to pay them.
Right.
But in some ways, you know, they should try to figure something out and try to figure out other ways other than just laying off so many people.
Right. But like a lot of grants that they were supposed to be giving out, like you're supposed to
Mhm.
lay off your you can lay off your employees, like furlough them. They can collect
Right.
unemployment, but like part of a grant that I think that they were giving out, that you had to hire your employees back in order for you not to have to pay back the grant or the loan or whatever that they
Okay.
give you. But that's not happening to a lot of people. I'm like, when I'm speaking to clients, I'm like, are you getting laid off? Or are you getting furloughed? Like, did they say you were coming back? They're like, no, I got fired. Like, well, I got let
Wow.
go. Yeah.
Wow.
So, I mean, it's just a sad situation all the way across the board. You know what I'm saying?
It is.
It sucks because these people are out here trying to pay their bills and they cannot. Uh,
Right. I mean, whether it affects you directly or indirectly, it's going to affect us all in the long run because, we as an economy, as a government, we all kind of work off of each other. So when things just ain't working, then everything goes down.
Right.
So it's crazy.
Right.
I feel really bad, but we're gonna all get through this. We're gonna all make it after this shit. Business is gonna be booming. Keeping my spirits high.
So jumping into the next topic, the whole Keyshia Cole and OT Genasis thing. So did you look over that? Like, did you read over it? Like, what's going on the internet?
Yes. So this is basically how it all started. I guess back in December, OT Genasis released a song called Never Knew or some shit like that. Basically like a spiff off of her Love single, right?
Right.
It was terrible. Okay, it sounded like pure mockery, but I guess, at first she thought it was funny, like, okay, I get it. You know what I mean? You're making like a little song of your own, like, okay, much respect. But it started to become like a back and forth between the two, mocking each other. And then, it became nasty words and involving family members and things like that. So it just kept getting worse.
Right.
Now, maybe about a week ago, or maybe a couple of days ago, he had posted something. Yeah, he was on live, like talking about, her vagina smell like fish sticks and shit like that.
Like, okay, so my thing is I'm all for the joking around and playing and shit like that, but like she has a whole family, you know what I'm saying? Like for you to come out and say that, like that was super fucking disrespectful. Super disrespectful to say that.
And then to put the cherry on top, to apologize, he also his apology wasn't an apology. It was basically a fucking threat. Because he's gonna say, because he had said what he said. And so he said, I just be playing with you because you play with me. I ain't tripping off you because it's all just fun. I apologize if I was disrespectful. P.S. Just don't disrespect me neither, for your nigga have to carry your weight. That's a fucking threat.
It is a threat. It's not even really an apology, y'all. You're basically saying, don't disrespect me, but at the same time, like you started with her. I know that the whole video and shit that he made started off as a joke, but she probably took it the wrong way. Fine. Like, artists are very protective of the material that they put out. And you know what I'm saying? That song meant a lot to her.
He got mad because she took it down.
Right.
The original.
Right. I get it. Whatever. So the situation is, she didn't want it on. Cool. But I don't think that it should have went further than what it went, because now it's just like her sister got involved. You know what I'm saying? It's just like,
because Keyshia Cole was being real nice. Like she wasn't playing too heavy. I mean, from what I saw, her comebacks, it was just kind of like, wow, okay, like you're fucking with me. All right, have your fun. Like you clown, or you look like a toad, or whatever the fuck she said.
Right.
But for him to put, her mother's photo up, and be bickering back and forth with his sister. Her sister's the wrong one to fuck with, so he got the right one. But go ahead. But go ahead.
But it was just fucked up. But hopefully he did come and apologize. Like I seen a video, he went on live, whatever. He said he was gonna leave it alone. But some things you take things too far. But then not only that, you're arguing with a female. You know what I'm saying? Like I thought that was kind of whack in my eyes. I don't say about Keyshia Cole's corny. Because for you to say that she smelled like fish sticks, how sway? How?
Yeah, like he doesn't even know what her vagina smells like, and to bring her nigga into it, it's just like, she's a grown ass woman.
Did they used to date or something? Does anybody know if they used to date at all?
No, I just think he's bitter because she took his thing off of YouTube. She took the original song he made off of YouTube, so he's bitter. The same way when LMA did it.
Hey, Nika,
fucking Tory Lanez.
What up, E?
Bitter.
So yeah,
I mean, not Tory Lanez, Jacquees.
I'm like, what?
Oh, I would say, remember when LMA did that to Jacquees?
Oh yeah, but
took his shit off of.
Okay, now, but I would say this: Keyshia Cole's song was a little bit older. LMA had just fucking released that single. So for you to go and make a whole song and a video, that shit is fucking crazy. Like, come on.
And it was funny. It didn't even look like a real song. It just looked like a whole parody. Like, it was funny.
He kind of fucked it up.
It was terrible. I mean, okay, let's be honest. If we're gonna be honest here, as much as I love me some Keyshia Cole.
Okay. I mean, she could have let it go.
Okay. As much as I love Keyshia Cole, I just feel like, battling back and forth with somebody that's childish, it's not worth it.
Yeah.
Because they're on a whole different level.
Hey. Okay, my cousin checked in. Oh, hi guys, everybody in the chat. Hey, make sure you
Hey,
guys
Star's cousin.
make sure you guys hit the like button and subscribe if you have not already subscribed. Now, let's go ahead and jump into the relationship topics because we got some good ones. We got some good ones today.
Okay. Now,
So
I'm not sure.
Oh, go ahead. No, I was just gonna say, like, we're not gonna read everybody's that everyone that sent in, but we're gonna read a few. So we went through and picked out a few that we are gonna cover tonight.
Yes. But don't worry, we save the rest for other nights. So don't worry, we'll get to you eventually.
Right.
Okay. So first, I wanted to talk about something that was kind of circling social media. I'm not sure if you guys seen the clip that was posted of Kodjoe and his wife, Nicole Parker. So basically, there was a clip going around with Nicole just kind of saying that in a relationship, you should have some type of freshness. And she was kind of exposing that for the past year. Her and Boris, they haven't really had that freshness in their relationship, and she kind of misses having a boyfriend. So She was saying, I don't miss the single life. I just miss feeling single, what comes with the single life, like while she's cooking the scrambled eggs, he's, kissing on her neck, that type of thing. Right. And in the video, he seemed, a little kind of disturbed by what she was saying, but what she was saying was all facts. And he ended up actually coming to her defense, which a real husband should. But I mean, I don't know what you guys think about this, but how would you feel if your partner was, airing your business or your downfalls on social media? How would you feel about it?
So the conversation that they were having, so they were talking to another married couple, and
apparently they're best friends too.
Right. So she was talking to another married couple, and they were basically trying to figure out, well, they were basically just discussing certain things or whatever. But with
RIP.
with that situation, I get it if you're discussing it amongst your friends or whatever, but they were on live doing it. I don't feel like it's good to air your dirty laundry out on or whatever's going on in your relationships. But let's be real. Like when you've been in a relationship for a long time, you do kind of miss the fun things that happen in the beginning of the relationship, because sometimes you've been in a relationship so long, like y'all be looking at each other like, so yeah, what's up? Like, you know what I'm saying?
But people forget. People forget. That's the reason why you fell in love, because of the feeling that you got when that person was wooing you, when they was trying to get your attention and trying to let you know that you're important and you're special. You can't lose that throughout a relationship. You have to find ways to rekindle that.
Right. And you do have to find a way to rekindle or get the spark back in your relationship. We talk about that all the time. Like, going through relationships, if you've been through it for such a long time, sometimes you do lose that spark, but it's up to you to get it back. Some people never lose it. You know what I'm saying? But you have so much going on. Sometimes you do lose that. You lose it because you guys are trying to build and you're trying to do this and trying to do that. And you guys, he may be working long hours, you're working long hours, and you know what I'm saying? You kind of lose that spark. But, if you
kids come into it and family
and if you want to be with that person, you're going to want to make that shit work.
And that's exactly what it is, a job. You got to put in that work.
Right. But I yes, and that's true. Like, you can miss it, but yes, IG Live don't have to know what you're missing in your relationship.
Right.
And that
absolutely.
But discussing, and we talk about like airing out your business on social media all the time. I just feel like, at some point you have to be adult enough to address your shit with the partner, your partner, the person that you're, because I'm not going on, if I'm having fucking issues in my relationship, I'm not going online like, oh, today, this thing, like, I'm not doing that because I wasn't raised like that. And that's just not the type of person that I am.
Yeah, it's sad. It's sad because it's like you're clearly looking for attention. And the people who are going to give you attention, they really don't care about your well-being or your relationship's well-being. So they're just there for the shits and giggles. So as long as you giving somebody the shits and giggles about, they're gonna do it.
Right. Can you do me a favor? Can you read could you read the comments after my comment? Please. After my last comment, the comment that I made. Because
who the hell are you? Which one is you? Oh, okay. Wow. Wait a minute. Yeah, his wife's a bozo. That's like a vegan saying, "Don't miss beef. I just miss cheeseburgers." What was that? I don't know what that was. I would have kicked her and her shit. You would have kicked her for I don't know. Okay. Boris did a Donkey Kong, punched her on top of her head. You can miss it, but Instagram Live ain't gotta be privy to that info, right? Kings don't agree with that. I don't like that. Yeah, she should have talked off air. Let's call a spade. Boris is the prize in that relationship, and he's a king that knows his worth. Salute to Kongs out here settling for less, doing charity work.
He meant king. All right. But anyway, so moving on. No. He's always talking shit. But anyway, I feel like, there's a time and place for everything. And yeah, he did defend his wife and things like that. But
yeah, I feel like he acted as he should in his relationship. But she should know not to air their dirty laundry out like that in front of people.
Yeah, I mean, it's good. I mean, again, it's good to talk amongst friends and, as far as like what you guys are feeling or what you guys are going through, but I'm not airing out my dirty laundry. I was raised in the South, and my mother always say whatever goes on in this goddamn house stays in this goddamn house. So.
But you know what it is too, though? They're celebrities, right? So they're kind of used to airing out their dirty laundry already. You know what I'm saying? So I guess they feel nothing by it.
Right.
But it's really not an okay thing.
Right. People get too comfortable with shit. And I just think that, you have to kind of tone that shit down. But anyway, jumping to the next.
On to the next. Okay. So this one is for the ladies, actually. Okay. Ladies, how would you feel if you found out your boyfriend or husband's best female friend was actually an ex from college? Do you confront him about the situation for not telling you the truth about their relationship, or do you let it slide because it was old news? By the way, you find out with pictures. So she found out by seeing pictures of them.
So I would definitely confront the situation because, if it's innocent, why are you hiding it? You get what I'm saying? Like if it was nothing to this situation with you and her, why wouldn't you tell me that in the beginning? You know what I'm saying? Right. So you're introducing her to me as, oh, this is my best friend or whatever the situation is, but y'all used to fuck. Like y'all was fucking. Like y'all was in a relationship. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Completely agree.
I just feel like it's like what's the big deal with the secret? You know what I'm saying? And I'm not for secrecy. You know what I'm saying? You should be 100% with me because I'm not gonna bring no dude around you. That I was fucking saying, hey, this is my friend, we've been friends for years, knowing damn well we've been fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think that
right.
shit's
right. So I would definitely say in this case, yes, bring it to your man's attention because that's a big deal. That's a big miss out on communication. He got you looking stupid in front of this lady. And one thing about me, I don't like looking dumb. I don't like looking stupid. So I'm gonna be pissed, but I'm gonna come to him like, on some, just go to him on some real woman shit. Like, listen, sir, why didn't you tell me that you was fucking her?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
And not only that, you have to think about it. Like now I feel like y'all been like, what have y'all been fucking?
And you got pictures.
Y'all been kikiing behind my motherfucking back. Like, you know what I'm saying? So not only did y'all
got receipts,
it's a secret. So y'all got a secret now. You know what I'm saying? So when I come around, it's like it's hush hush tone. I don't know what is.
And probably everybody know, right? You know how friends from college, they know shit. So you got your friends coming around. Nope.
Exactly. And
yeah,
ladies
let him know.
Ladies is gonna be like, so are y'all still fucking? Like, what's the
right?
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's basically what it's gonna come down to. So it's like, I lie about it. You can read some.
Don't let shit slide. Yeah, don't let shit slide because if you let this slide, you're gonna keep letting everything slide, and he's never gonna be open with you about anything.
Exactly.
So you don't want that.
Right. So you can read some of the comments starting from ebook.
Cause y'all be hella sensitive. Okay, wow. All right. G Baby says lied by omission. What's up with a podcast that it's not a lie, it's just a part of the story I left out, Mom. Okay. Bye.
So
Pearls. Huh?
So you did miss a lot.
I did. Well, I'm sorry because I can't have my YouTube and my notes up at the same time.
Oh, okay. But somebody said who gives a shit as long as they ain't so fucking I mean, that's you. I mean, if you feel like you don't care, that's cool. But as far as me, like I don't deal with secrecy. So you're not gonna present somebody to me saying that this is your best friend. And you know what I'm saying, y'all been friends for such and such years, knowing damn well that y'all was fucking. That's just not how I roll. So if you know what I'm saying, if you are okay with that situation, that's fine. But that's not me. So I'm not with that at all.
Yep. Yeah.
I mean, it's fine that niggas don't feel like hearing it. Cool. But the thing is, what if let's reverse the roles.
Yeah.
I'm bringing a dude around you.
And that's when niggas get sensitive when you start reversing roles and shit.
So a nigga that I was with in college and who was fucking long stroking me, okay? Huh? How do you feel about that? Bringing him around, talking about this is my best friend. You know, we've been friends since college, blah, 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 having them over for holidays and things, you know what I'm saying, and all that shit. How would you
around your kids and shit? Think about that.
Okay, Jamal, how would you feel about that? Huh? You ain't gonna like that shit at all. So I just feel like that shit's not. Nah, B.
Yeah, it's not cool. So I don't think she's sensitive. I just think it's not cool. It's not okay. And for anybody to think like it's not a big deal, nah.
He said, "Nah, we ain't reversing shit. Now we gonna reverse that shit."
Right.
Nope.
Niggas' feelings be hurt. A nigga's feelings would be hurt. So don't make it seem like because it's a female, she's being sensitive. Nah, you being sensitive.
And P, you better stop.
Because you couldn't be honest.
Right. All right. So go ahead. Jump to the next one. P, you better stop talking.
Okay.
Talking about telling part of the story. No, nigga, you lied. That's what you did.
Okay. Yeah.
Lied.
Dear FY Podcast, me and my coworker has been crushing hard for a few months now. I can tell he's into me, but he also seems to be the demisexual type that shies away from love. We haven't gotten to the point of a relationship, but we would see each other often at work. We never really got a chance to hang out or talk outside of work since the shelter in place. We've all been working from home and I haven't spoken to him directly. I have seen him on a few of our work Zoom chats, but now that I don't have excuses to see him anymore, I miss him. But I don't know if I should try to develop this relationship under the current circumstances. It may be months before I see him again. I've had way too much time at home to overthink about this. Should I just text him and start conversation, or is it not worth dating right
now? Well, to me, it seems like he have not reached out to you. So apparently it was just it's a work relationship. You know, you have those work relationships when you're cool with somebody and you guys kick it and flirt, but it's left at work and that's it. Y'all don't see each other outside of work. That's basically what it is. Nothing less. So I mean, I feel like you're looking too deep into it, because if he have not reached out to you, then he's not looking for anything outside of the flirtation that you guys have going back and forth at work. You know what I'm saying? We talked about work relationships. So I mean, I don't know. What do you think, Deneva? She belongs to the streets.
Yo, I mean, give me a second while my computer reboots. But I mean, in this case, I definitely feel like if he's not even trying to text you while y'all are away, it clearly wasn't that serious. I think you're taking it a lot more seriously than he was. You know, if it's something fun and playful, just leave it where it's at.
Right.
Don't make yourself come off too strong, especially because you guys are away from each other. So it's going to be super awkward if you guys do get back in contact at work and he says no. Like, just spare yourself that heartbreak and just kind of, you know, see where it goes. If he misses you, he'll hit you up and then you can act on it. But you don't want to give too much of your emotions not knowing where the other person's at.
Right. But my thing, not only that, is like, where like, did she say that he tried to like pursue something outside of work? Because I'm confused. Like y'all have been separated for some time now. We've all been quarantined
Right.
for time. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and he
Yeah,
hadn't reached
no.
out to you at all on no type of levels. I think it's just kind of like a fantasy type of thing that you got going on, beloved, and you need to let it go.
Right. Yeah, based off of what she said, it was just basically, shits and giggles at work, but it was nothing more than that.
Oh my
Especially, yeah, especially if you guys, if he's not even sending you a work email, like,
right.
hey, how you been? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And you guys are seeing each other on Zoom chats and it's nothing there. I don't understand.
Right. Right. You seen him at work, beloved. Let it go. Let it
I
go.
seen before my computer shut off, I know Tanika said she wanted to ask a question for a friend.
Oh, go ahead, Tanika. Ask your question. Ask your question.
What's your question for your friend as my computer
Let me
gets
put it in the
itself
chat.
together? Oh, come on.
But anyway, while we're waiting on Tanika to ask her question, I did want to go over something that wine shout out to Wine Time. They're always tagging us in some really
Yes.
really good as I'm drunk. Good as scenarios, like good as
Yes.
topics. So they did tag us in this topic. So your husband dies and leaves you $5 million. His mistress shows up at the funeral with 2 kids. He didn't leave them a dime, but he took care of them and paid their monthly bills. She tells you she's about to lose everything and asks you to help her out. Are you guys helping her out? Are you helping her out? Yes or no? And that's for like men and women too. Like, whatever.
It depends. It depends what their relationship was like before the husband dies.
What do you mean?
I think. So okay, this was his ex-wife, right? And their kids.
This is his wife, his actual wife, and his
and you're the mistress.
No, I'm the wife. I got $5 million. His mistress shows up at his funeral and she says that she has 2 kids. He was taking care of them, but he didn't leave them anything. He left his wife.
Fuck you and them kids. Nah, never mind. I thought the scenario was way different. I don't know.
No, I'm not leaving the wife anything because the mistress anything because at the end of the day, you were a secret. So
yes.
Now you want to present yourself when he's gone and the money dries up. You know what I'm saying? Like you wasn't coming.
You cheated me.
Exactly.
You cheated me, whether you knew it or not, because you knew me enough to come up to me. So no, you cheated me, and I deserve every motherfucking dime that motherfucking left me because he wasn't doing me right, bitch.
But
don't come to me.
And not only that, the kids didn't ask to be brought into this world, but they were brought into this world by
so now you gotta be
by 2 trifling ass motherfuckers, and now you have to get off your ass and go to work. Like there's nothing that I can do for you. I'm not taking care of a mistress and no secret ass fucking babies. Sorry, beloved, but no. And I'm gonna spend that. I'm gonna spend that. I'm gonna spend that cash, and I'm gonna be all on Instagram.
And then check and get it right back. No, for real. Fuck them. Fuck you and them kids, bitch.
Yeah.
All right.
So what's up with the podcast said? War with a king, whatever. G Baby says, sorry for her. Hell nah. Are they his kids? Yes, those are his kids. Those ain't my kids. Exactly.
Right.
Hey, y'all are toxic. No. If those are his kids, he could sue for part of the money. Well, take me to court, baby.
Right. Take me to court, bitch. I'll sue you for adultery with my husband, bitch. Don't play with me.
But my thing is, from my understanding, the wife would still come first because she has rights over everything. My thing is, take me to court. Take me to court.
Yeah.
And because I will fight I would lose the $5 million before I give a dime. And call me petty, call me whatever.
And I'm crazy. I will cry. Do you know I have to go to therapy now because I'm dealing with the fact that I found out that you guys were cheating with each other? Oh my God.
Fuck out of here. You ain't getting it.
Yes, I'm developing all types of sicknesses and things like that. No, don't play with me.
What's my motto? What's my motto that I always say when it comes to kids?
Fuck them kids.
Exactly. Fuck them kids.
Fuck them kids, bro. Like, dead ass. All right. So I'm back up. All right. Dear FY podcast, me and my roommate have been arguing lately because she feels uncomfortable with me having my girlfriends over because she feels that because hold on, let me start over. Me and my roommate have been arguing because she feels uncomfortable with me having my girlfriends over because she feels that causes risk for exposure. That is a fair concern. However, she knows that I still visit my girlfriend and hang out with her outside of the apartment often since she's asked me not to bring her over. She doesn't seem to be uncomfortable with that. I proposed to my girlfriend to move in temporarily to lessen the risk, but she says she doesn't think that that's safer because my girlfriend also lives with roommates. I tried to explain that it puts us more at risk having me going back and forth, but she is stiff that she is not okay with her moving in. At this point, I started to wonder, does she really want her to stop coming over because of exposure, or is she jealous of seeing me and my girlfriend together?
So this is how I feel about the whole thing. What like me, y'all already know, didn't even you know how I am. So with that situation, I feel the where the roommates coming from, because if she has roommates, you don't know who her roommates are around and the whole situation, like, you know what I'm saying, like you just don't know. So it's like, why would I want to risk my life, you know what I'm saying, with you bringing your girlfriend to the house, and she's been exposed to all of her fucking roommates, and who knows who they have coming in and out of the house. No.
Yeah.
And then it's like, how old are they too? Because if they're out socializing and things like that, especially if they're young, these kids just don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I feel like no.
But I don't think he's socializing. He's saying that he has to go out now. Like she's allowing him to go out to see the girlfriend at her house or outside of the apartment, but she won't just let the girlfriend live in temporarily, which I kind of feel him on that, because it's like, if she's already been here and she's been staying here, whatever the case is, if I'm asking to you to let her stay here temporarily so that we don't have to keep going back and spreading germs or hiring the risk, then just let that happen. I kind of agree with that, because I feel like by him going back and forth, he's causing more of a risk because he's around her roommates now and
Right, but
he's around outside people.
well, I mean, not only that, why don't, okay, to make it even better, why don't he just stay with his girlfriend?
Right.
Stay with your
That
fucking
too.
girlfriend. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like, why? Because my thing is, if
That's
you
an
have a
option
roommate,
too.
sometimes you don't really want other people in your personal space. So I don't think it's the fact that she's jealous of him and his girl if she's never tried to come on to you before. It's just the fact that she just probably don't want her. She don't probably want that bitch in her space. Like, come on.
Facts. Facts.
I'm not
Facts.
I'm not for other chicks in my space like that. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like he's forcing it. And if you want to be with your girlfriend, then why don't you propose to go to your fucking girlfriend's roommates that you're gonna stay over there?
Right. Since you're kind of already staying over there. Yep, that's another option. Because
Right.
I was definitely agreeing with him, but that is another option. If her roommates are allowing you to go over there and hang out and all that stuff, then just stay there
And Regina said, is she
and
paying a third?
avoid.
If she paying a third of the rent? No. So she ain't. If she ain't putting in
Right.
no bills, but even if she was putting in bills, at the same time, you feel comfortable in your space with the roommate that you signed up for. I don't want no extra bitches and people in my goddamn space. Fuck that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So she gotta go. Mm.
Okay.
At the end of the day, somebody gotta go, and it's gonna
Right.
be
I
her.
agree with that. You are paying your rent. You want to feel comfortable in your space. All right, here is the last one of the night. Okay, dear FY podcast, me and my ex-husband dated throughout college. After college, we eloped and decided to move to another state where we stayed for about 1 year with our dog until we decided to make a bigger move into a home. This meant uprooting again because I got a job opportunity in another state. I left first to start my job and settle into the new home while he finished up on our apartment lease, which was over in about 5 months at that time. While settling into our new home, it was my first time being on my own. I felt independent and strong. I made friends and had a community. I started to feel differently. Hold on, I'm sorry. It made a community, but I started to feel differently towards my husband. I didn't enjoy his company as much. Next thing I know, I'm doing something so unlike myself. I cheated. For
Mm.
a while after he officially moved into the house, I held it from him until one day I just couldn't anymore. Once I did, I felt I couldn't keep him, so I left him. I wronged him and needed to be away from him. We got a divorce and I still regret leaving. It's been a year since all of this happened and I still question everything. I don't know why I fell out of love. I don't know why I ended it so fast without trying. I'm looking for answers. All right, let's give us some answers, y'all.
So I just feel like she wanted to be a hoe, and that's what she decided to be. She's using other things as an excuse. Like, my nigga, y'all was just good, right? Y'all were just good
Right.
a few months ago. You was away from your husband for 5 months and became a ho. That doesn't even make any sense? You started looking at your husband different. How long have y'all been married for you to be looking at your husband different because you started being around new fucking people? Like, that shit doesn't even make any sense. That shit makes
That's so
no
funny.
sense
I was
at all.
thinking the same thing. I was gonna say, it's weird how people act once they get around new people.
Right.
You feel me? So it's just like, damn, like you ain't seen your husband all of 5 months, and all of a sudden now you ready to cheat and shit. And like, did you even know this man? So no, I mean the answer that I would give you is you need to seek therapy. I think it's good that you left him because he didn't deserve you.
No, you didn't deserve him. She didn't deserve him. She's the one who cheated. She didn't deserve him.
Yeah. Well, he didn't deserve to be treated like that.
No, he didn't deserve to be treated like that. She belongs to the streets. You're absolutely right. The streets, that's what she fucking belongs.
He's a king. He's down there holding down the house, holding the motherfucking dog, bitch. You up here cheating and shit.
And he's uprooting himself, and you guys already did move, and you gonna go and just fucking bust it wide open for somebody else? Like, come on, that shit's crazy as hell. I think it's fucked up. Like, I think that females don't realize the shit that they do is super fucked up. Like, we want to be treated with respect from guys, but yet here we go busting it wide open for another nigga that you
for the first nigga that probably made you smile, other than your husband. Like, bitch, calm down.
Right? Like, there was nothing going on in your marriage at that time, but somebody came in and whispered sweet nothings in your ear, and you just that fucking loose. I'm sorry, I'm not with that shit at all.
Like, go home and FaceTime sex your husband. Like, stop being a whore.
FaceTime sex your husband. How do you do that?
I mean, that's the option she had. Bust it wide on FaceTime. You know what I mean? Phone sex, all of those things work. You know what I mean? Send videos to each other. I don't know. Like, figure it out while he's away.
All right, now,
you know what I mean?
Ask you a question. Does phone sex really work though?
It does work. I mean, if you're into that thing, if you're into it, you have to be into like sounds and moaning and like just the imagination. So you have to kind of create your own realm. Like, you have to kind of close your eyes and get into it. Put on your favorite music.
I think I would be more aggravated than anything.
Light a candle.
Yeah, I would be so fucking aggravated. I'll be like, you know what? This is not working for me. Yeah. I would be super.
Get you a couple drinks. You know what? And maybe you might like FaceTime because it won't be as weird.
Mm-hmm.
But like, just try it one time. Just like get all dolled up. You know what I mean? Go in separate rooms. Get all dolled up. Get all sexy and like lingerie and stuff, and just go for it. Dance. Things like that.
I don't know. Jamal said another essay. She said she could have summed that up in 5 words. I'm a disloyal hoe. Yeah, she's very disloyal, yo. These hoes ain't loyal. Chris Brown said it first. But anyway, so my question is, when in a relationship, do you feel that we want 100% like honesty? And if we do, I mean, because I'll say this, like, people be like, yeah, be honest with me, but can we accept the honesty that people give? And that goes back to the topic where we were talking about the guy not telling his girlfriend that his best friend was his ex or whatever. But if we, like, let's say like he did say that, like, can we, do we want 100% honesty, and are we gonna be willing to, like, can we handle it? You know what I'm saying? That's where the test comes in.
That's where the test comes in a relationship. Right. If you're asking for honesty, you have to be willing to take it. And if somebody's giving you honesty of their truth and they're being real enough to give you their truth and you can't take it, then leave. Just like Shorty did. Leave.
Right. Right, I agree.
You know what I
You,
mean?
you can leave, but I just feel like, we always be like, yeah, just be 100 with me. You know what I'm saying? Just tell me the truth, tell me the truth. And then when you tell your dude the truth, and you belong to the streets, boy, you're a hoe, you're this, you're that. You know what I'm saying? And it's vice versa with women
Right.
too. I just feel like sometimes we can't always handle the truth, and that's just life. It just
Yeah.
that's what any
I mean, shits are gonna hurt your feelings.
situation.
I mean, if somebody's being honest with you and they know it's gonna hurt your feelings,
Right.
I mean, they're telling you because they're trying to spare you that extra pain of, damn, you didn't tell me. You know what I mean? So I would much rather somebody just be honest and tell me the truth.
Right. I mean, I feel like I can handle the truth. Now, am I gonna go off? Hell yeah, I'm gonna go off.
Yeah, I'm gonna go
And,
off.
and
Yeah,
it's gonna take me some time to actually
get
deal with
over it.
it. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like I can definitely handle the truth.
Trust you.
G
Yeah,
said
especially because
yes.
I feel like I can trust you.
Right. So G Baby
Huh?
said yes, yes, we do and we can. At least some of us. Tanika said it's hard to accept the truth. It's hard to accept the truth depending on the situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, meaning, if your nigga cheated on you and you found out that he got somebody pregnant, and you're just like, and he's denying it, and then he finally tells you the truth. Yeah, that shit is hard to accept because you want to kill him, the bitch, and the baby. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
it depends on the situation. Yeah. It definitely depends on the situations. Girls don't want the truth. Fellas, don't fall for that. Don't fall for that nut shit. Yeah, we do want the truth. I
Y'all niggas really be for the streets.
I
Wow.
You know what I feel like? I feel like guys hold on to a lie for so long. When we finally get the truth, we then blow up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I feel like if you tell us the shit in the beginning to begin with, we can figure shit out and move on. But you holding on to a lie for months and months and months and months, and I continue to fucking ask you, and we get into all these fucking arguments. Yes, I'm gonna fucking blow up. It's gonna be
Yeah,
bomb
and then
fucking
all of a
chill.
sudden she's crazy. Oh
Right.
my God, she blew up at me. Like, okay,
Right.
and what led up to it? And what led up to it, sir?
Right. So yes, it says yes. My cousin said, yes, be honest with me. I can respect the truth, but I don't do lies, and that's how I feel too. I do, I do not. One thing I can't stand, and I tell
Deny, deny,
everybody that all the time, I cannot stand a fucking liar. Yo, do not lie to me about anything. Like, that shit
deny. Yeah,
drives
it's
me
so
fucking
pointless.
crazy. But whatever, shit happens. Now, this is a question that someone that I actually saw on Ti's podcast with his wife, and somebody sent
Okay.
it to me. But they were saying, she was basically saying that have women been, wait, was it this question or no? Wait, that might be the other one. Have women been raised to take advantage of good men? Have we, like, this was something else that somebody sent me. Have we been, like, conditioned and raised to take advantage of good men growing up from, like, our moms or sisters or aunts and things like that? I don't feel like I was raised that way, but the conversation was that they feel like women have been raised that way, to take advantage of good men. If somebody is a
Yeah.
provider, you're gonna take advantage of them even if you may not want to be with that person. Do you feel like that is true?
Yeah. In some instances, especially because I come from a Caribbean background.
Mm-hmm.
So, growing up, it was always find a rich man or a rich old white man and marry him and just, settle down, that type of thing.
Okay, so
Yeah,
you
like,
want
yeah, get your education. Don't be messing around with these little foolish boy, and go and get yourself a nice white man and relax, that type of thing.
So that's how
But
they teach y'all to
it
be.
was
I think
basically
Tyreek called those bed wenches, so they wanted you to.
kind of. So it's kind of up to you. It's kind of up to you if you want that or if you don't want that.
If you want to
But
be
I
a bed
don't think it's yeah, I don't think it's that. I don't think it's cool to take advantage of a good man now. A
wench.
sugar daddy or
No.
something like that. You know what
Right.
I mean? A sugar daddy or something like that. I think that's what they thought was a good man at the time. Somebody who's going to provide or something like that. I get it, but I don't think you
There's a
should
lot.
take it like a
Yeah, there's you shouldn't take advantage, but there's a lot of good black men who are good providers, because
yes.
I'm super pro black, but there's a lot of good black men out here, you know what I'm saying, that are super providers.
Yeah, and
I
I
just,
don't think it's fair to take advantage.
no, it's definitely not fair to take advantage of anybody who is a good provider, especially if that's not where you want to be. You know what I'm saying? Like
Exactly.
sometimes women do take advantage, but I was never raised to
Yeah.
take advantage of anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like my mom didn't raise that. She's like, whoever you want to be with, if that's who you're in love with and that's who you want to be with, that's who you be with. Like.
Right. I mean, at the same time, I would say don't take advantage of men, but also don't let a man take advantage of you. You should have your shit together. You know
Okay.
what I mean?
All right.
You should definitely have your shit together.
Read
My computer just shut off.
Oh, okay. So Tanika said, can't waste. No. Tanika said, we have been conditioned to take advantage of good men. Hell no. She goes, it's conditioned after we've been good to the wrong men. You agree with that? But I mean, I don't see, even though if you've been good to the wrong man and you have a good man that comes along,
you should know the difference.
why would you take advantage and put him through that bullshit? You know what I'm saying? Like that.
Well, you know what? Because when females get abused and they go through certain things, their mind is already conditioned that way. So it's going to take them a while to realize that this next person who is actually a good person is really a good person, because their trust is already fucked up. Their mind, their spirit's already fucked up. So it's going to take them a while to really build that trust between that person. Like, oh, damn, you really a good guy, huh? All right, cool. I fuck with you and I'll treat you with the same regard. But after you've been hurt so many times, you're looking at every nigga like, all right, it's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time for you to start acting stupid too.
Right, but that's when people just jump from relationship to relationship. You don't give yourself enough time to heal. You know what I'm saying? So as females just want to be loved so bad that they jump into all these fucking relationships. And like I've seen people jump from relationship to relationship and have all these fucking kids with every relationship that they've been in. And it's like, yo, like you was just with a nigga for a year, you got pregnant by him, and now a year and a half later you're with somebody else and you're pregnant again by this new nigga. So it's like, yo, you don't even give yourself time to heal, because then that relationship doesn't end and here you are again.
Right. I'm such a huge advocate for that now. I'm such a huge advocate for that, because what happens when you continue to do that is you keep going for the same guy. You constantly keep going for the same guy. So it is definitely important, because I told you guys many times before in the episodes, I've never been like I'm a single type of girl. So I was always, in relationships and you end up falling for the same guy. And that time that I actually like took my time, or what I would feel like is my time, to be single for a little bit and really get myself ready for another relationship, that was probably the best thing I ever did.
Yeah,
you definitely have to just really evaluate shit, because if not, you'll keep letting dudes do the same thing over and over again. Okay, my computer, I don't know what's going on.
Right, but I mean, sometimes you find yourself in a situation where you do want to give a different guy a different chance, and he fucking, you think that he's different, and he does the same shit that you tried to shy away from. I get that,
right.
But I just think that shouldn't stop from you, giving other guys a chance. You know what I'm saying? So what Tanika said is sometimes we get broken, just like men who say they can't, they cheat because they were cheated on. Black Gold Soul said, I disagree with Tanika. That's the excuse they use to be terrible to bad men and have no reason for it. They just lack accountability. Terrible to good men. It's growth. I'm not conditioning it, but this is the excuses used often. So yeah, I see where
In some way, I can agree with that.
Yeah, I agree, but you know what? I think people do lack accountability for the shit that they do. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody wants to be held accountable for the shit that they do. Everybody always want to make an excuse for the reason that they cheated. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like at some point, like you have to be responsible. You have to be adult enough to admit your
Yeah.
shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
no, you cheated because you wanted to fucking cheat. You didn't cheat because anything was wrong with me or something was going on in this relationship. You did that shit because you wanted to do it. You did it. You thought that you can get away with it. You thought that I wasn't gonna catch, you know what I'm saying, you doing that shit, and you thought that you was gonna come back to me and shit was gonna be gravy. And it wasn't. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
like be accountable for your fucking actions. Be a grown man. And that's the same thing with women. You guys know that I don't shy away from that shit. You know what I'm saying? You have to be responsible for the shit that you do too, men and women, vice versa.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Hey, cuz yeah,
Agree
you
with
are
it.
late. Yeah, you're late, but it's okay. But we this is new for us trying out Zoom. We never tried this out before. And
I kind of like it.
right, I do. We were doing the Facebook, not Facebook, damn. We were doing Instagram live for a little while, and we haven't been able to put anything on like the streaming. But yo, we
Mhm.
got so many inboxes with people asking like, "Yo, when are y'all putting something back on the streams?" Like, "Yo, the last time you had an episode was such and such." So like, we got so many DMs. So I'm like, "Yeah, we need to
Get
we need
back
to,
to it.
we need to get back into it." I mean, social distancing, we were trying to practice that and just, be more mindful and stuff like that. But yeah, the Zoom is good. I had some practice with our homies at What's Up With It. And we had practice, me and Patty had practice on it, and so it's working out. Yes, we're here. So
Yes.
we will be back next week. We may try to do live on Instagram as well, but we'll definitely be back live next week at 9:05, and just trying to work out the kinks and stuff of the video and stuff like that. I'm gonna have to go back and edit it anyway for streaming. But thank you guys for always rocking out with us. Make sure you guys hit the like button. If you have any questions, you guys can always hit us up on Instagram at FY Podcast, or you can hit us up on our Gmail account at FYPodcast1 at Gmail. My Instagram is Starzz, STARZZ. Patty Mail.
PATTYMAYYO.
So yes, you guys can definitely hit us up. But again, make sure you guys subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Hit the like button, leave a comment after the show. It may take a little bit longer to leave it. I'm not really sure how the Zoom works, but we'll see afterwards. But as always, thank you guys for rocking out with us. I'm not even like lit. I'm just like, oh, lit.
Right.
All right. What hold on, let me read the last few. If you don't go on nobody's business. Okay, I don't know what she's saying. Salute to all the boss bitches, wife and niggas. Shut up. Salute to all
Okay.
boss niggas, wife and bitches. Okay. Patty gotta change her name on Zoom. Oh yeah, you gotta change it. What is your name? What is her name on Zoom?
My full name.
Oh, for real? Oh yeah, it is. Damn, Patty. At least I put mine as Starzy.
You know what's crazy is you have to change it every time.
Yeah,
Because
you
I
do. They
changed
don't
it
let
once and you literally change it every time. Yeah.
right, but you might have to go to like your full settings to do it. But yeah, when I'm on Zoom with the family, um, um, I have to change it every time too, because I don't know what comes up. But yeah, when we do our family Zooms on Sundays, I have to put SA or star. I think it was SA, and then I had to change it to star. I don't know. Either way. But we are out. We will see you guys next week, same time. If you guys want some updates, make sure you guys hit the bell so that way you can always know when we're going live. And hit us up on IG.
Yes.
We'll be over there all week. All week.
See you guys next week.
Bye.